Yeah, but you're all dark and twisty inside.
Dark and twisty.
I'm not happy and bubbly. I'm dark and cloudy.
If I murdered someone, she's the person I'd call to help me drag the corpse across the living room floor.
At Dark and Twisties, we know that some people don't particularly like the episodes containing banter.
So for those who prefer a more serious retelling, we bring you Dark and Twisty Minis. The following may contain graphic content, so listener discretion is advised. On October 18, 1984, 3-year-old Laura Bradbury was on a camping trip with her family at the Indian Cove campground in the Joshua Tree National Park. Travis, Laura's 8-year-old brother, had gone with her to the portable restroom near their campsite. Laura went in first, and once she was finished, Travis went in while Laura waited at the door. Once Travis had finished using the restroom, he opened the door only to find that Laura was no longer there. Immediately, volunteers headed out to search for Laura by helicopter and horseback. Along with bloodhounds were brought in hopes of helping aid the search. One of the dogs was able to capture Laura's scent and follow it, but after 2 miles, her scent was lost. After 3 days, the search was officially called off. Witnesses at the campground claimed to have seen a man in his 50s with a metallic blue van at the Indian Cove campground just before Laura vanished. As you could imagine, the Bradbury family could not let go of Laura's search as easily as the police did, so they continued to post flyers and hand out shirts with Laura's information attached in hopes of someone coming forward. The family appeared on radio shows and television talk shows, along with a hotline was created in order to gather tips. Laura Bradbury was one of the first missing children to be featured on a milk carton. On October 22nd, just a few days after Laura disappeared, a man by the name of Jim Nestor was out looking for her when he vanished. He allegedly had been threatened and shot at while he was out searching for Laura, which led people to believe that his disappearance might have been related. Unfortunately, in February of 1988, a skull was found in an isolated canyon in the remote area just 15 minutes away from Jim Nestor's home. 2 weeks later, the skull is positively identified as Jim Nestor's, but the cause of death still remains unknown. In 1986, a skull believed to be Laura's was found by hitchhikers only 2 miles from where her family's campsite was located when she disappeared. At that time, DNA testing was not able to tell if the skull was in fact Laura's, only that it had belonged to a child. However, in 1990, a new DNA test was conducted and they were able to prove that it was a likely match. Unfortunately, Laura's mother passed away in 2001, never knowing what happened to her daughter. Laura's father continued to push for answers over the years, and in 2009, he requested that the skull be transferred from the coroner's facility to the mortuary for a burial, but because there was no death certificate issued for Laura, he was not able to collect her remains. In 2010, Laura's father did an interview where he states that police showed him and his wife photos of a skull immediately following their discovery. But the most recent photos show a full-size skull that is missing both the teeth and a lower jaw. If his recollection is correct, that means 2 different skulls are being identified as Laura's, leaving her father unsure which one is really hers. Not only that, but reports he received state 1 of the 4 DNA tests performed on the skull actually matched the DNA sample that Laura's mother submitted, and that not even hair samples taken from Laura's brush matched the DNA found on the skull. As of today, there has been no further discovery or updated cause of death when it comes to 3-year-old Laura Bradbury. Head over to our Instagram at Dark and Twisties Podcast, our Facebook page Dark and Twisties, or our website at www.darkandtwisties.com to see photos of Laura Bradbury along with any important links when it comes to her death or disappearance.